The moon hangs heavy over Eldoria, a kingdom swallowed by the abyss of time. This land, once a jewel of ancient power, now lies choked by the ghosts of its own making. The very air vibrates with secrets best left undisturbed. Listen closely, for the wind carries more than just whispers. It carries the echoes of a curse. Ages ago, Eldoria flourished under the rule of King Virendra, a leader both revered and feared. But prosperity can be a fickle mistress. Whispers of a coming darkness slithered through the kingdom, a chilling omen carried on the wind. Crops withered, rivers died, and a pall of silence fell upon the land. The sages spoke of a debt, a divine reckoning long overdue. The truth was a bitter draft. An ancient pact, a bargain struck with a forgotten god of darkness, Hadrian IV. 1,000 years of glory in exchange for a sacrifice, the royal bloodline itself. But Virendra, a king forged in the fires of war and wisdom, refused to yield to superstition. He would defy the gods themselves. A fatal choice, etched in pride and sealed in blood. The 1,000th year arrived cloaked in storm and shadow. The earth itself convulsed, tearing open to unleash a torrent of vengeful spirits. The forgotten gods had come to collect their due. The people of Eldoria, once vibrant and full of life, became mere puppets of the encroaching darkness, their eyes hollow, their souls lost to the abyss. Against the tide of despair stood Virendra and Sumitra, his queen. Clad in armor, their hearts ablaze with defiance, they were the last bastion against the encroaching darkness. But this was no mere battle of steel and strength. The darkness craved not just land but lineage, the royal blood that flowed in their vein. From the heart of the storm he arrived, Hadrian, a deity wreathed in shadow and crowned with fire. His eyes were bottomless pits of eternal night. His voice, a thunderous echo of ancient power, reverberated across the land. He had come to claim what was owed, to settle the divine debt in blood. Virendra, a warrior king to his core, met the darkness head-on. He rode into the heart of the storm, a whirlwind of steel and defiance. But against the might of a god, earthly strength was but a flickering candle in a hurricane. He fought knowing his efforts were in vain, a desperate gambit to buy his people time. Sumitra, witnessing her husband's valiant but futile struggle, knew what she must do. In a moment of profound love and heartbreaking sacrifice, she chose to pay the debt herself. A queen's final act, a desperate plea to appease a god and save her kingdom from utter annihilation. The heavens roared as Sumitra's blood spilled upon the cursed ground. Her sacrifice sent shockwaves through the kingdom, momentarily halting the advance of the darkness. But even a queen's noble death could not fully satisfy the god's demand. The king's blood was still required to finally seal the bargain. Virendra, his heart shattered, knelt before the deity. He had fought with courage, ruled with wisdom, and loved with all his being. But now he faced the ultimate sacrifice. For his people, for his queen, he offered his soul. With a single stroke, Hadrian claimed his due, plunging Eldoria into eternal night. Time marched on, but Eldoria remained a prisoner of its past. A land of ghosts, where shadows danced in the ruins and the wind carried the mournful cries of the damned. No mortal dared to venture within its borders, for none who entered ever returned. A testament to the price of defiance and the unyielding power of forgotten God. Centuries passed, and the legend of Eldoria faded into whispers. Until a young historian, Arya Sen, driven by an insatiable curiosity and unknowingly bound by blood, arrived at the cursed kingdom. Her presence, a spark in the darkness, awakened something ancient and restless. The past was stirring and the debt remained unpaid. As Arya delved deeper into the heart of the ruined palace, she felt a presence, a whisper on the wind that spoke her name. The very stones seemed to vibrate with a forgotten energy. The shadows danced, the walls trembled, and the air crackled with an ancient power. She was not alone. The past had been waiting for her, and then they appeared. King Virendra and Queen Sumitra, their spirits trapped between worlds, forever bound to the cursed kingdom. Their faces, etched with eternal sorrow, bore witness to the tragedy of Eldoria. The gods had not forgotten. The debt remained unpaid. And Arya, the last of the bloodline, now stood at the precipice of a terrifying destiny. The curse is not over. It is only beginning. The bloodline has not been completely erased, and Arya now holds the final piece of the prophecy. What choice does Arya have? Will she accept her role in the repayment of this ancient debt? Now she knows the gods have not forgotten Eldoria, and they have not forgotten her. Subscribe now to uncover more mind-bending tales like this.